Hey guys, welcome back to Monday Matinee. My name is Steven, and today I'm talking about The Rip. The Rip is a 2026 Netflix action thriller written and directed by Joe Carnahan, and right away you can feel the pitch. A sweaty, contained cop thriller packed around a stacked cast, built around mistrust, shifting loyalties, and a whole lot of money that absolutely does not belong to anyone on screen. We've got Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Steven Yeun, Tiana Taylor, Sasha Calle, Scott Adkins, and Kyle Chandler. It's an impressive cast that you would think accidentally stumbled onto a Netflix movie. So the setup is classic potboiler stuff. After a Miami-Dade police captain is murdered, suspicion turns inward, landing on our own tactical narcotics unit. A tip leads the team to a quiet house in Hialeah, where they discover a massive stash of cartel cash hidden in the attic.
There's $1.4 million in this bucket. I bought 14 more of those things. That's a $20 million rip.
The catch? No one seems to agree on how much money is actually there. They gotta give up their phones, protocol goes out the window, and it becomes clear very quickly that not everyone who walked into that house has the same intentions. From there, the rip turns into a locked room whodunit with guns. Who's crooked? Who's lying? Who's playing who? And how many different agencies are actually circling this thing? And as the walls close in, the movie slowly reveals its hands through confrontations, betrayals, and a few solid twists. But what really keeps this movie watchable is, of course, the cast. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck together, of course, still works. And there's an added layer of fun seeing them kind of positioned against each other. Their dynamic carries a lot of the film's tension, even when the script kind of feels like it's treading water. Steven Yeun brings a steady presence, and Sasha Calle honestly stood out the most for me. She feels grounded, believable, and far more natural than a lot of the macho posturing happening around her. I also wish we had a lot more to do with Tiana Taylor, because we've seen how magnetic she could be elsewhere, one battle after another. And here she's frustratingly underused. Structurally, the movie works, eventually. It's deliberately paced, perhaps too much so, and it doesn't really find its groove until the third act. Once the layers start peeling back and the alliances become clear, it gets more engaging. But I was expecting the tension to spike earlier given the premise. This sort of movie should feel like a pressure cooker. Instead, it kind of just simmers for a long time before it finally boils. My biggest issue though, personally, is the style. Some people might like it, but visually, The Rip just isn't pleasant to look at. It's extremely dark, and not in a gritty Michael Mann sort of way, but in that flat, dim, Netflix house style way, where the action scenes turn into bursts of muzzle flashes and vague silhouettes. I never felt like the geography of the action was especially clear. And for a movie that's built around gunfights and standoffs, that's a problem. There are also moments where character decisions stretch credibility. After sustained automatic gunfire hits the house, some of these characters just simply go back to counting money, just like they're filing paperwork. It kind of undercuts the danger and makes the whole thing feel oddly self-serious without earning it. The movie wants to be tough and gritty, but sometimes it leans a little bit too hard into the gruffness. That said, I didn't hate it. As a one-time watch, The Rip is entertaining enough, and the central mystery does keep you guessing. It's a perfectly serviceable streaming thriller that's elevated mostly by who's in it rather than what it's doing. For letter grade, I give The Rip an even C. There's enough intrigue and star power to keep it going, but it ultimately feels like solid streaming fare that never really lives up to its cast or premise. So who would like this movie? This is a good watch for fans of the contained single-location thrillers, viewers who enjoy those crooked cop or internal affairs stories, people who like slow-burn crime mysteries, fans of Damon and Affleck who are just curious to see them share the screen again together, or anyone who's just looking for a decent one-night thriller on Netflix. For further viewing, I'd recommend checking out Copland. It's another crime story about corruption with the badge, but with far stronger character work and atmosphere. And if you want something more kinetic, Narc is a good companion film. Grimy, intense, and far more emotionally raw in how it explores police corruption. Alright guys, thanks for watching as always, and we'll see you on the next one.